hours. You got fruity fruit. Here's one. Ooh, there's a spider. It looks like Predator. It's inside. Hey guys, Wes here. Today's video will be a little different. I thought I'd show you guys some of my stuff. So, some of these I've built, some of these I've bought. So, let's get right into it. Alright guys, we're going to start with the mini bikes, and I'll introduce you to them, and then you can tell me what you think of them in the comments. This here is, I believe, to be a 60, well, they made it from 60 to 63. It's a Homelight Trail King. Pretty cool. It has, it's hard to tell, it has a leaf spring. Have you seen that? There's a leaf spring for suspension. It does have suspension in the middle. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. I got this one and the yellow one, the frames, from a friend of mine, an older guy, and I think he had them when he was a kid. It's got the original tires. They're in pretty sore shape, but it's kind of cool. It's got this neat, oh, the light. It's got a 2-speed tranny. Low, neutral, high. Big old 50 chain back here. It's got like a cool little bed. And tractor tire. That's pretty cool. It's one of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but this one I cherish. Currently has what I believe to be a 2-horse Briggs & Stratton. I might put that Baja, if you've seen other videos that I rebuilt or fixed. So there's that one. Next, you've seen this in a video. It's I think it's a rup, some sort of rup. Some of the rups had an angled engine pad. Get a look at this one. I think this is a, I don't know much about this. Hard to find stuff. The one I found, the pictures I found, say it's a 67 or something like that. 67 to 69. I've modified some stuff. This fender is off of a Trail 70, and I kind of welded a bracket on. And another one back here. I made the intake manifold for this. It's got a kind of a newer 3.5 Briggs & Stratton carburetor, which I hate. So made the air filter out of an Altoids. It was running for a while, and the choke, I don't know, I need to clean that carburetor, throw it in the garbage. This one is my very first one. This one was the one that got me into mini bikes. It hasn't changed much since I bought it. It did have a twist grip, but it broke, and I just put the venerable bike brake throttle. Yeah, so that's that one. Next up, this is my newest thing. I got this from a friend of mine who lives real close by me here. It's a 1997, I think. Oh, you can't see it. 1997 Kinetic 50cc moped. It's pretty neat. It's got all the stuff to make it street legal. Turn signals, a horn, headlight. You pedal it to start. It's a neat thing. It's not the most expensive moped, but it's fun. Made in India. Kinetic, yeah. It's got a weird color. I'm not sure if I like the purple, but it's fun to ride. It's real quiet. So there's that one. And you've just seen this one. Let's move this guy out of the way for a second. This is the one I built. My most recent build. It's a Stingray bicycle kind of front of it. In the back, I built the rest of the chassis. 1-inch square tubing. I put a jack shaft in there. It's got a pretty high ratio, but it still low. Still needs a little lower. It's fun. 2-stroke. I think it's a 4 or 5 horse Tecumseh 2-stroke. On this side, I'll show you again. Even if you've seen the old video, I made a little artwork on the chain guard I made for it. A little devil. It's a baby with the little devil horns. It's pretty neat. I think you probably recognize that. I made the seat. Yeah. Same throttle. And then we move on to what I call the B. This is one of my other older ones I've had. I mean, they're all pretty old, but this one I've had the longest. I got this one right after the blue one. Now this thing could be made, I think it's a Fox Campus. They had a headlight. It was street legal. This one, let me roll this out a little bit. I mean, it's like when I got it, it was really bad. Both the rims were there, the tires, but they were just rotten. So these are some things I've replaced it with. The seat is off of a mid-80s Honda Moped. And this thing has, you see, this was in a video. I just took this engine apart and got it running again. It has a little dirt bike carburetor. See, we ride it. It's called Dirty. And an intake manifold I made. 5-horse Briggs & Stratton flathead. Gas tank off of a 3.5-horse Predator. Pretty neat. That's factory nut. Little kill switch. Yeah. This is my favorite. I love this one. It's got little tires. Just something about it though. This motor's cool and all, but I have another motor. It's a 5-horse Honda I might just put on this thing just to make it a little more, I don't know, dependable. Is that the word? I mean, this motor that's on it is good, but it's tired and it smokes and I don't know. So there's the mini bikes. And now I would like to show you the go-karts. I have 2 go-karts here at my house. This is the van cart. I made this thing from scratch. It's all 1-inch 0.9 5-wall tubing. See if we can get under here. If it's not too dark and you can see the steering, it does have like a spring suspension. That's one of the newer additions. I was trying to make it look like a van, of course, like a box van or a Volkswagen bus or whatever, Volkswagen van. It's got this cool bench seat. It's not finished. Nothing ever is. I wanted to put a backrest. That never happened. Steering column, I have an old Snowmobile. In the intro, it has a lawnmower motor, an 8-horse, which I still have, and this was the clutch. And now it's the throttle because my throttle is janky. But it's fun. You know, this opens up back here. This used to have a battery and stuff like that in there. No, it just has garbage that I find on the trails. And it has the venerable 6.5-horse Hemi Predator. It's been a pretty solid engine. I'd really like to put it back to lawnmower power if I find the right riding mower. You know, I want to get a 12-horse. It had an 8-horse flathead, which was good. It had enough power. But the reason why I've stripped everything down, in the intro it has paneling. It has a roof, side paneling, doors, there's a seat back here. This motor just doesn't have enough snot to move all that weight. And the old lawnmower motor did, so this was kind of just a temporary thing when the lawnmower engine broke. So there's a van cart. You know, I built that thing. I use it for, you know, like if a mini bike breaks down, I could stick a mini bike right in this flat area, any one of them, and be like a recovery rig. Yeah, so there's that. And next we have the flat cart. This started out as a 1-tire fryer go-kart, and I put a live axle in it. This is a cool trick, is I put DOM tubing over the top of the axle. I learned that from T-Man's Go-Karts. That guy's cool. If you ever, you know, that's a guy's got a lot of cool stuff on his channel. Got the virtual same motor, but this one's a non-Hemi Predator 212. These old worn out tires. I got these little 4-inch rims on it right now. It had 6-inch rims, but steering geometry, that's hard to figure out. Then also my niece wrecked it into a barn. And it's got some janky homemade stuff. Homemade throttle pedal, brake pedal. I extended it. The pedals used to be here. The steering wheel was in On one side, the seat didn't even have a seat. I made the seat. It's out of old couch leather. It's the same material on the red one. Yeah, it's fun. You know, the only part is the Predator motor is not dependable for some reason. I don't know. But there it is. There's some of them. I have a couple more here. Let me, I'll show you some of my derelicts and the mini chopper. And don't look at my hoard. Just look at the derelicts. This is something I just recently got from a friend of mine. It's a Arctic Cat something or other. It's pretty sour, pretty sore state. Doesn't have any shock. It has one shock in the back. So that's a possible project. It's got cool spoked wheels like a dirt bike. I think they're actually pit bike or something. Trail 70 wheels. I don't know. It's hard to say. Got the big ape hangers. And there's some old dead 110 China quad. That's where the carburetor came from for the yellow one. And then, hold on a second. Let me clear some junk. You know what? Never mind. That's too much junk. Check this out though. Forgot about this. My older son brought this home. It's some old soapbox derby. Pretty cool. Okay, it's got weird cable steering like a boat. I think this was actually raced. I mean, it's pretty rotten. The kids are like, "Hey, can we put a motor on it, Dad?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's no." So there's that. And there's another shed with some more junk. I was trying to talk about this a while ago. This is a 3-wheeled electric scooter. I think it'd be neat to put a motor on someday. I don't know, maybe. And then over here I have this Peewee PW50 two-stroke. It ran for a year, but I think it needs completely rebuilt. It's not getting it's not starting. It has spark. I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask somebody who understands these things. Who's that? Oh, yeah. This is, we call it Hoggy. It's a mini chopper. I think it's something like a early 2000s mini chopper. I bought this from a neighbor for $60. The front tire's off. I have it right here. I need to get a new front tire and tube. That's kind of why it's in here. It needs some love. It still runs. It's got an old non-Hemi Predator. This motor is rock solid. I don't ever have problems with this one. Not all Predators are the same. But it used to have like a 53cc like weed whacker two-stroke thing. I took that off and I put the Predator, the torque converter, a couple other mods. This is off of a 82 Yamaha XT, I think. It's actually got color change paint, which I might change. It's in come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, it's in. Ooh, there's a spider. It looks like Predator. It's inside. Yeah, it's in kilometers. I don't know. It's pretty neat. This it really rips, especially with a torque converter. Yeah, this tire's flat too. Yeah, it'll do wheelies even though it's got this long wheelbase. It does wheelies. It's awesome. It used to have a straight pipe, but the neighbors don't like it, so I made it quieter. Yeah, so tell me what you think. There's a couple. Oh yeah, I got one more to show you. Yeah, I'll do that here in a bit. I have to go. I have to drive somewhere, but I don't know. I just got this Harbor Freight temporary shed. Put it up by myself. It's nice. Good quality. Tell me what you think in the comments, you know. Which one of them would you guys like to see in a video? I like restoring them. I like to restore the Trail King, you know, the old leaf spring one with a bed. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Can you see it in the background? It's oh, that one right there. Yeah, so yeah, tell me what you think. You know, some of my junk. Alright, new mobile truck. We're gonna head over and take a look at some of my other stuff. So, there we go. See my double chin from this angle. Oh well, who cares, right? Oh. Pulling out onto the highway. You ready? Here we go. Okay, we made it here. This is my dad's place. It's the backyard. There's a lot of derelict stuff out here, but this is what we're here for. This guy. This is in the video, one of my first videos, one that has the most views. It's an old three-wheeled. Can you even see? There's one in the front. Easy Go. Golf cart. Oh man, this poor thing. Look at the cobwebs. 9-horse Honda. But I made a belt clutch system. Man, it's so dark. That's a rare belt clutch. It's kind of why it sits. That thing's really, it's jankety. But I want to resurrect this thing. That might be one of my next videos, is me pulling this poor thing out of the woods with all these other broken down things. Pull it out of here and fix it up. Here's one. I don't know. Racing lawnmower? I don't know. What do you think? Okay. And this is yet another one. This is the rest of that moped. We use the front suspension and brakes and handlebars. There's another one me and my brother built. It's got a Predator. It's another potential resurrection video. The seat's missing. We never made a gas tank for it. But that's another home-built one. What are we looking at here, Wes? What is this? Welcome to the jungle! We got fun games! Okay, can you see it? Barely. Here's a Baja frame. This belongs to my niece. It's all complete, all the pieces are, it's not here, the seat and the sprockets and everything is all over there. Gah! So, flowers. Yeah, so those are all the ones I got on my dad's. We're under his apple tree right now. Check out we got fruity fruit. It's a Spartan apple tree. I'm gonna go back home now and yeah, I'll see you when we get there. These roads are rough. Well, we made it back home. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There might be a couple more that I don't remember, but that's pretty much it. That's my stuff. Tell me which one was your favorite? Which one which one do you want me to fix? You know, which one do you want me to have in a video? You know? I love them all, but I'd like to see which one you guys like. What do you guys think? So, I think I'm going to end it here, you know, back in the Harbor Freight shed. So, alright, like and subscribe, you know. I could use the subscribers. But every one of you guys is cool. Even, you know, the family and everybody. I appreciate everybody. So, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I got me a butterfly on my finger. Hello, butterfly. Let me get a close up on him.